Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us for a new episode of What to Watch. I'm 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏.
And I'm Bree Flores.
Today we're joined by Tisheila Early to discuss her time on the new Discovery Plus series, Garden, Commune, or Cult.
Right now, the country and the world is really messed up. At some point, the system is gonna fail. With this AI stuff, that could potentially be the end of this generation. Primary reason that I'm going to the garden is to learn more about living off grids, but I have heard some things floating around about it being a little cultish. I do feel like I'm prepared to defend myself. I don't want to show y'all the other side of me.
So just as a first question, what was the initial attraction for you to join this type of community, and what did you hope to gain from it?
Well, I had already had the desire to live off grid. And so this was the opportunity to go experience it firsthand before I made the move for myself. It was for that reason, you know, that was a good experience because I learned a lot.
So in the episodes, we learned that you're a trucker and a survivalist. For those who don't know what that entails, can you kind of go into depth of what it is and what made you want to be one?
Growing up, I was poor. And so survival was just in me, you know. I didn't live in the best neighborhood. And so that was just something that you had to do. You had to survive. And as I got older and started having children, they played a major part in me becoming a survivalist because I just felt like I had to always take care of them, you know, and with paying attention to what's going on in the world around us, it was just a no-brainer. It's like, okay, I have these little human beings that I have to protect at all costs. So I need to learn how to do that. And that helped me begin my journey.
So you mentioned AI a few times in the episode. So could you tell me a bit about your concern about the future of AI?
AI is good and could potentially be bad. From a business perspective, it could help you, you know, advance your business. But just from like a social perspective, you know, people can use AI for the wrong things. Not only that, if you give it too much freedom to, you know, think for itself, I mean, think about the way that we think about ourselves as human beings. Imagine you're giving this creation the autonomy to think and understand human beings in the way that we are, the things that we do, how we are with each other, how we are with the earth, and things like that. And then it all of a sudden decides, well, humans are destructive and we don't need them. Now they're bigger than us, smarter than us, they're faster than us. And, you know, the fear is that one day they'll decide that we're of no use anymore.
Wow. And yeah, it's a lot to think about, right? And just,
Right.
Yeah.
And so kind of switching topics to, what did you think about the other members of the community?
They were peculiar people. They're pretty interesting. When I got there, it was like walking back into the 60s. You know, it was like this hippie culture and it was rainbows and flowers and tapestry and just, you know, everybody's just, you know, frolicking around like adult children and, you know, they're just free to do whatever they want to do. And everyone was like a character from a different book, you know.
Right.
They're
Wow.
really strange. But you know, I've been kind of strange all my life in my own way. So I can deal with strange as long as strange is not harmful. I can deal with that.
So do you adapt really well? Like, it was weird watching the series. When they first showed you, you're just like, you're so much different than the rest of them. But then once you actually join the community and start talking to them, it was like you kind of knew them for years.
There's that want to be left alone. They want to be able to do what they want to do without being told by someone else, what they can do, when they can do it, how they can do it. And I can relate to that. So just having conversations with them and kind of being like-minded, it was easy to get along. And I can get along with people, relatively well, as long as, everybody's cool. I don't have a problem getting along with people in general.
Right. So is there anything else that you would like people to know about this community or survivalism?
It looks probably crazy and strange because it's out of the norm, for us, generally. But there's so much going on in the world, things that we have no control over. And it's important to be able to protect yourself and your family if things, go awry, if there's a natural disaster or, some, man-made situation. You want to be able to protect yourself and your family. That's the responsibility of adults and human beings. And so I think that we should all, experience this at least once in our lifetime.
So just as a final question, a lot of the conversation around the garden is about whether or not it's a cult. I mean, that is the name of the show. So do you think it's a cult? And would you still have joined if you knew for sure that it was a cult?
Woo. Yeah, I would say y'all just need to watch the show. You gotta watch. It's really interesting. Yeah. Stay tuned.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of What to Watch.
The first 3 episodes of Garden, Commune, or Cult are now available on Discovery+.
For more, go to KRLD.com.